Okay, so hi again. This would be my maybe third video. 2 months since I was released. I wanted to make this video to inform everyone on my schedule because that sounds incredibly dumb, but I think it's kind of comical in a way. So I was released 2 months ago, and that means all contact, all everything. And so for the last 4 weeks, roughly, I've had camps going on and stuff like that. So I'm going to walk you through my day-by-day schedule to let everyone know that although I've been through a lot in my past where I haven't been able to play, I am now doing a lot of activity every single day, and this is nearly to prove a point. So on Mondays, I wake up and I have soccer camp or basketball camp, one of the two, from 8 to 10. I then will have the rest of the day off, which is really, really nice. Mondays are usually my free days, except for camp in the morning. Tuesdays, I wake up and then I have camp from 8 to 10. I then come home and I sleep for a little bit or have lunch or whatever, and then I have personal training that's 40 minutes away from my house, and I have that from 2 to 3. I then come home and I leave almost right away, and I go to 2 basketball games at night for my summer league. Wednesday is an easy day. I just have camp 8 to 10 in the morning. Thursdays are my very busy days. I wake up, I have camp from 8 to 10. I then rush over to my library and I volunteer from 11 to 1. I then rush right away to my personal training, which is from 2 to 3. I then come home and then I go to 2 basketball games. I have minimal time on Thursdays to do basically anything. So I'm basically either sleeping, doing activities, drinking a lot of water, not really talking to a lot of people. And then Fridays I don't have anything. So you're probably like, oh, like, what was the point of that? I don't really care. Well, I think it's just interesting because obviously I haven't been able to do a whole lot because I wasn't allowed to. And now I have stuff every single day. And I come home at night and, like, my knees are sore, my legs are sore, I've taken, like, multiple ice baths. But, I mean, I think about it and I'm like, I can't even complain because I wasn't doing this. What the heck? I wasn't doing this, like, a year ago. Well, technically a year ago I was. I wasn't doing this 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I was bound to crutches and I felt helpless. So needless to say, I just wanted to inform everybody that although sometimes when people feel as though they're going through many hard challenges, that eventually it will get better, because I mean, here I am now and I really, really look forward to going to sleep every night because my body is just so worn out. But I'd rather have that feeling than the feeling of being so tired from not doing anything and sitting on the couch because of, like I said, like, my past injuries. Bouncing off of that, I now think that it's extremely important if you are given an opportunity, like playing a sport, or you're given an opportunity to go do something with your life, or just take advantage of any situation. I don't think one should complain about that. Many, many times I'd be in my room and I'd be like, oh my gosh, my leg hurts so badly. I have so many cramps. Like, I need to drink more water. But it's like, okay, I would rather have those feelings of uncomfortableness than not being able to do the activities that brought on all of that uncomfortableness, if that makes sense. So basically, you don't want to take things for granted, and in the sum of everything, you should just be appreciative for what you have and what's coming because of what you have. Many people, they get so focused on the bad things that are going on, they don't even realize all the greatness that's already come and all the greatness that is coming. So I know I said in the past that I wanted to kind of start intertwining my writings and then, bouncing off of them. So going off of the whole idea of people being thankful for what they have, understanding possibly one another, and all of that, I'm going to read you something that I wrote called We All. This is probably going to be the end of the video, so if you don't want to watch this, just exit out. I don't really care. Okay, so it's called We All. We are all made up of cells that multiply every day. We all have special stories that we prefer not to say. We all come to be from a miracle inside a womb, and when we die, our names will go to a stone for our tomb. We all sleep and we all awake. We all have important treasures at stake. We all learn from experiences and our sacred past. We all agree that our childhood goes by way too fast. We all crave a love that will make our hearts feel warm. We all seek shelter during harsh rainstorms. We all live through some sort of change. We all have characteristics and traits that may be strange. We all have fears that keep us up at night. We all want to believe that at the end of every dark tunnel there is a burning bright light. We are all intrigued by the little things. We are all curious for what the future will bring. We all have habits that we cannot break. We all have chances that we sometimes do not take. We all derive from the same type of blood. We rely on water, trees, roots, and mud. We all question things that trouble us on the inside. We all have parts of us that we purposely try to hide. We all are composed of flesh from head to toe. We all are forced to follow laws of the government for when they say stop and when they say go. But yet, there are those who think we aren't the same. Those who think segregation is a justified claim. But we are all one, and together we move the world, females and males, each and every single boy and girl. Together we are one and connect to be strong. Together we can make our existence very long. But this will only happen when everyone can accept, because there are no social secrets being kept. A human is a human regardless of race, just like a dog is a dog regardless of the features on their face. We are all united and we can all be free. We all are here together to accept this co-living form of liberty. Okay. I think when people tend to discuss things that happen in one person's life and another person's life, when I refer to the term like segregation in that poem, I'm referring to the fact of people who just divide themselves up for no apparent reason. I mentioned race simply due to the fact that many people tend to go to that as a reason for being a justifiable claim, but like that's not. But basically, if you have a group of people who think one way and then they're separating themselves from another, that's what I'm talking about. And all I want people to really take away from that poem is that everyone is here to live, we're all here, and eventually we're all going to die. So there's no reason why we need to make our time on this earth, which is very, very limited compared to the broad spectrum of things. There's no reason why we need to make it any less more enjoyable than it already is. Because everyone goes through struggles, obviously. Some people go through more than others. But at the end of the day, I think that we just need to make the best of the situations, and we need to work together to be as happy as possible, because you never really know what's going to happen tomorrow. With that, I'm going to leave you pondering that life question, and I will probably make another video coming up soon. My goal is to keep these under 10 minutes because I know people don't like watching them when they're long, which makes sense. Okay, so that's that. Thank you very much for watching this if you did, and maybe pass this on to someone who can maybe need it in their life or anything. If you would like me to talk about anything in specific about my injuries, you can comment that and I will happily do a video. Thank you.